Handling a toxic workplace can feel like navigating a storm you didn't ask for. You walk into the office hoping to do your job and thrive, but instead you're met with negativity, bullying, or even outright hostility. It's exhausting, discouraging, and it can drain the joy out of something you once loved. But today we're going to talk about how you can defend yourself, protect your peace, and regain your confidence, because you deserve better than this environment. First, let's start with recognizing the signs. Sometimes a toxic workplace isn't obvious at first glance. It could be a manager who undermines your efforts, coworkers who gossip about you, or a culture that encourages competition over collaboration. Maybe it's that sinking feeling you get on Sunday night, dreading Monday morning. The first step to defending yourself is understanding that this environment isn't a reflection of your abilities. It's a reflection of the culture and the people driving it. You're not the problem here. Once you've identified the toxicity, it's time to focus on protecting your boundaries. In a toxic workplace, boundaries are often tested or outright ignored, but you don't have to accept that. If someone is speaking to you disrespectfully, it's okay to calmly call it out. For example, you can say, "I'd appreciate it if we could keep this conversation professional." If you're being asked to work unreasonable hours or take on tasks outside your role, politely but firmly communicate your limits. You're not being difficult, you're valuing yourself and your time. Toxic workplaces often thrive on silence. This is where documentation becomes your ally. Start keeping a record of incidents that bother you. Include dates, times, people involved, and as much detail as you can. For example, if a manager consistently criticizes you in front of others, write it down. If coworkers spread false rumors about you, document it. This isn't just for your own clarity, it's evidence you can use if you decide to escalate the issue to her or upper management. In a toxic environment, it's also easy to feel isolated. That's why building a support system is so important. Find coworkers you trust, those who might be feeling the same pressures as you. Having someone to vent to or share your experiences with can make a world of difference. And if you don't feel comfortable reaching out to coworkers, consider talking to a mentor outside of work or even a therapist who can help you process the situation. Let's talk about bullies in the workplace. Bullies often thrive in toxic cultures because they're allowed to get away with their behavior. But you don't have to put up with it. When a bully targets you, stay calm. Respond to their comments or actions with professionalism and confidence. For example, if they criticize your work without basis, ask for specifics in a calm tone, like, "Can you provide more details on what needs improvement?" This shifts the power dynamic and forces them to back up their claims. It's also critical to avoid internalizing their behavior. Bullies often project their own insecurities onto others, so their actions aren't a reflection of you, but of them. Remind yourself of your skills, your achievements, and your worth. You didn't get this job by accident. You're here because you're capable and deserving. Don't let anyone take that away from you. Now, if the bullying or toxicity escalates, don't hesitate to involve her. Schedule a meeting. Bring your documentation and be clear about the impact this environment is having on you. Stick to the facts and remain professional. Her's role is to address these issues and create a safe workplace for everyone. However, be prepared for the possibility that her might prioritize the company over individuals. In such cases, you'll need to assess whether this is a place you can see yourself thriving in long term. In some situations, the toxicity might not change, even after taking all the right steps. If that's the case, it's important to remember that leaving isn't a failure. It's a brave decision to prioritize your mental health and happiness. A job is just one chapter in your life, not the entire story. Finding a healthier workplace where you're valued and respected can make a tremendous difference in your overall well-being. During this entire process, it's vital to focus on self-care. Toxic environments can drain you emotionally, mentally, and physically, so prioritize activities that help you recharge. Exercise, meditate, spend time with loved ones, or indulge in hobbies that make you happy. Remember, your well-being is the most important thing, and taking care of yourself is not just an option, it's a necessity. You also have to remind yourself of your goals and vision. Why did you take this job in the first place? What are you working toward? Keeping your eyes on the bigger picture can help you push through the difficult moments. Toxic workplaces are temporary. They don't define your career or your future. Stay focused on what you want to achieve and use this experience as a stepping stone towards something better. As you navigate this journey, remember that you're stronger than you think. It takes courage to face a toxic workplace and even more courage to stand up for yourself. Every step you take to protect your mental health, set boundaries, and focus on your growth is a victory. You're not just surviving, you're thriving in the face of adversity. Don't forget to subscribe, Like, share because you will learn tons of information in the next video.